teacups, what's brewing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another haul from Glitter and Lasers. Always fun content for me. However, not so fun is the fact that I cannot get the prices or the website pictures for this haul, because I went to click on those links to see what they were supposed to look like when they were styled by the company and how much they cost, because she kept talking about how affordable they were but not telling us the price. And it turns out my IP address is blocked for suspicious activity. I don't know if it's maybe just because it's coming from the Middle East, but apparently if I were going to target anywhere, Cato fashion is where I would start. Unfortunately, I do have a VPN, but I've been having some trouble recently. The government occasionally goes on a round of reblocking and I haven't been able to access it. So I just have to go with what Anna's given us. So if I'm asking questions that would be readily available in the information on Cato's site, I can't get there, sorry. And without much further ado, let's get into the haul, because this is quite a long one. It's like 28 minutes. All right, and let's get started.
Last week's haul was a little bit of a downer. I'm not gonna
She was
lie
not
to you.
happy with
So
H&M.
I'm really hoping that this week's haul is a little bit kinder to me. Now, the box in front of me is from a brand I don't think I've ever hauled before, which is called Cato. I know I've purchased like one or two things from there.
I looked for this brand when I couldn't get to their website, and based on a few Google image searches, it does seem like they have a proper plus section at the very least. I don't know if their whole brand is plus or not, but they have actual plus size clothing rather than just enlarging their straight sizes. So I feel like Anna's got a chance of a better fit here.
But I ended up on their website and look, I got excited. I ordered a lot. So we're gonna try it all on together. But first I gotta get this all out of the box. And there's a lot. Like, again, I'm in this phase where I just try on as much as possible. Oh God. I got denim again.
She did really well with denim last time. It wasn't a nervous breakdown at all. But if you're in this phase of trying everything on, maybe just be in the phase of measuring yourself so you can be more accurate, huh?
Wow, there's a lot in here. I will tell you all of this, everything that you're seeing coming out of this box, and it's a lot.
It is quite a lot.
All of this, $400. $400-ish. This set
Ish.
17 items for $430.83.
I thought when I checked down below her description, there were more items than that. I thought there were 18 or 19. Maybe she just misspoke, not a big deal. But you're talking what? If we average that out, and some things will be more expensive than others, $25 an item, between 20 and 25, which isn't that bad.
So, what can I say? This brand is definitely affordable. Now, quality-wise, we'll have to see. I did get a skirt from her once that I absolutely loved and thought was amazing, but it could be one of those brands that's a hit or miss, but we'll find out together. Let's go. We are trying something new today. I've got this little microphone because, you know, the kids on the internet think this is cool. I don't know what I'm doing.
She's been on the internet long enough that I think it would be okay, but also, if she's not wearing a mic, if she's just holding it, it's going to be a lot easier to change than having it pinned, so I don't see the big deal.
Trying to evolve, guys. That's life. Evolution. Anyway, we'll be trying these on together real time, like last time, because, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Also, I think it's a more real experience, and that's what I'm kind of focused on. I want you guys to be on this journey with me, right? Like,
I don't consider her buying things that she thinks people want to buy to be able to sell them to you on commission is necessarily authentic in that sense. But it's not really the point here. I don't mind the format of this.
We're starting with something simple. It's this blue eyelet set.
Is that the same bra she was wearing last time? Maybe this is just the bra she wears for all of her try-ons. She was having some fit issues on the side of it last time. One thing I'll say for this before we see it on, I really like this kind of electric dark blue on her. I think it's a really good color for Anna.
I don't love the way it feels. Let's just start there.
The fabric
I don't like the way it feels,
thick.
but it could look great on, which is kind of the catch-22 of all of this. And also, I'm judgy. I know I'm judgy, so I'm judging this hard. But I think it actually might be cute. We'll see. The color's great. I was too judgy with this one because it is freaking cute. I'm gonna go show you guys.
Do that
on the fancy camera.
we didn't need it.
So this is the look.
Look at that, that's nice. I did think this was a dress initially. Sorry, that was a bit much. I did think this was a dress initially, but no, the links had it as 2 singles. Like, you can see that it's slightly tight around the waist, like the skirt tiers don't gather the way the bottom 2 tiers do. But it's not a mess by any means. She can wear it, she can be happy in it.
Here's the deal. I think it's cute, right? We have this nice blouse here. We've got a long skirt, and it doesn't irritate my scars at all, which I think is the biggest problem that I had, is I thought, this fabric, it could be a little weird feeling, but it doesn't feel weird on. And that's the most important thing. So I think it looks super cute. So this has started off way better than I thought it would. So let's just,
to be honest, better than I thought it would.
Let's keep the positive energy. Let's hope it continues in this vein. Next up, I have something kind of basic. It is a black, I guess, lounge set. I feel like this is something you could actually wear out. It's like a step up from loungewear. I don't know how to describe the fabric, but I'm just going to show you it on, because maybe that'll make more sense. I honestly feel like the last haul traumatized me, because putting on all of this clothing in my normal sizes and having me fit feels so euphoric.
We've only looked at 2 things right now, and the 2 things were not particularly fitted. But again, this is the difference between buying the sizes that are correct for you. And I don't even know what size she's bought, because she'll never tell us, even though this is literally a plus size try-on haul that one would presume would be there so people can look at her and go, oh, I'm about her height, I'm about her shape, this might look this way on me, and there's no frame of reference for that because she's not telling you the real sizes piece by piece. But the fabrics do seem more forgiving in what she's had so far.
Last haul was so bad. The bare minimum, the clothing fitting.
Yeah, because you were buying like XLs, XXLs instead of 2, 3, 4Xs.
So joyful. So let me show you what this looks like. It feels pretty basic. It is comfortable. There's nothing wrong with basic. It's just not anything like super special about it. It feels like something you could get from a lot of different places. But Cato is super affordable.
Doesn't tell us the prices.
So maybe this is the right place to get something like
it could
this from. This fabric, I don't know how to explain it. I don't love it as much as I thought I would love it on. It's very...
I think that's too small for her. I think if it's loungewear, it's designed to be comfortable. It's not designed to cling, and it obviously clings.
Very cute. I think it looks good. And again, I'm just more sensitive. I think most people wouldn't clock any difference in the fabric per se. I'm kind of looking at the pockets and everything.
Huh?
I feel like these are a little low, which is like really me being sassy about it. It does have like a rope cord tie.
I think you just need a bigger size. I think she got into it, but I think it's stretched.
I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's kind of just,
Yeah. I mean, I think her expectations for a black tracksuit might have been too much, given that she doesn't really like plain colors and she just wanted something comfortable. But make it looser, she'd probably be more comfortable in it. But it was never going to wow her to begin with.
It's basic. And I'm just not a basic girly.
Then why did you order it, Anna? Because she thinks you guys are basic girlies. She thinks you guys will like this. It's not about any of her own style, because she doesn't have one, because every time she comes on camera, she's playing a character. So she doesn't know what her own style is. She just likes color, because I'm fun.
When I wear this 100%, it's just not something that I'm like, wow, I feel phenomenal. But it is also probably something, and that's how this always goes, that y'all will think is phenomenal. And that's okay, because each of us has to find our own style.
Okay, Anna hasn't found her style. She does color and kind of loud, which is fine. That's fine to incorporate into your style. Lots of people do. But this is why we get a conversation about the entire character of the girl who wears the beige top. I am wearing a beige top today because Glitter doesn't really have any sense of what's real for her.
I figure since we're looking at sets that we should look at another set next.
Okay.
This is in beige.
That's in cream, friend.
I'm not a beige girl. But you're going to see why I'm very excited about it. Because it's not just beige. It's beige with pearls.
Either she has got some hardcore colour filters on, or she doesn't know what colours are. Because I'm sorry, this is cream. You can see the pearl against it, this is cream. And last time we were having a haul, she had on like a cream dress thing that she said fit very well, but then had a whole thing about her tights being a weird hospital colour, it not being the beige, her wanting it to be more tan. It was this colour.
Okay, let me show you what it looks like on. I looked down and I realized this lovely beige color that I was so excited about is the exact color of my compression.
Yeah, and she hated that colour, so how do you like this cream? I will also say I don't like the skirt with this. I don't think this is good as a set, but as a top, like the cream with the pearl, I could see as a winter look, maybe a holiday look.
I look like I'm in a compression outfit. I guess I could just wear it with different color compression.
I guess she's also over the fact that it's a sweater because she wants full still.
I do really like it though. I do really love it. I wish,
I don't
and
like
this
the
is
skirt
something
very
I always
much.
have issue with. If you're putting pearls on the front, put pearls on the back. Also, no pockets.
I think in this case, I'm okay with pearls just being on the front. I would also be okay if there were pearls all around that sweater. But again, I just feel like the fabric wasn't a good choice for the skirt. But she does tend to wear the skirts up very high because she likes her waist to be high. So I feel like maybe she's not wearing it at the right length either. I feel like this would be cuter if it was sort of knee length.
It's cute. I do like the length of the skirt. It's not too short. It's like
Immediately disagree with
kind
me.
of a medium length mini. But I
It's not a mini, but I do think it's supposed to be longer than that.
do love the set. I think it's very cute. I'm very like, yeah, I'm sporty, but I also like fancy things.
And again, that's the character. She's like, who would wear this? Because she can't say her because she has no idea who she is. She's always trying to be a character. But I also don't think this is particularly sporty. That feels like a kind of sweatery fabric. You know, the kind you occasionally get on hoodies. So to me, this is probably a winter outfit.
I'm gonna have to keep this outfit solely because it perfectly matches my compression.
Yeah, you can see a bit closer up. That looks like it would be kind of a thin sweater outfit.
The next thing we're gonna try on, we are getting into the land of denim. And this is where some tears might be shed. Now, couple notes. I noticed that Cato's sizing chart runs a little small. So I did size up on the bottoms.
Does anybody have Cato's sizing chart? Because I want to see what the 4X she got or should have got or did get, I'm not sure, in H&M was on their sizing chart. And I want to see what the 3X is on Cato's sizing chart. Because she says usually she's a 2X on top, 3X on bottom, right? So if she sized up, she sized into a 4X. How does a 4X on H&M and a 4X on Cato compare?
Quite significantly. I don't know if that's going to work or not work.
Oh, she had to size up significantly. That's interesting.
I'm seeing from this skirt that I probably could have worn the size down.
I don't think so. I think that skirt fit her. As I said, I didn't necessarily like it, but I think it fit her. I certainly wouldn't have gone smaller on it. She doesn't really understand the difference between what fits and what can be fit into, because it's not the same thing.
But I do love the extra room in my thighs. So we will see what actually happens with the real denim. I'm gonna go denim light for the first one, which
What is denim light?
Denim light because it's not a full denim. Look, it's denim inspired. This one's wild. This
What
is
does
something
that
that
mean?
Lisa Turtle would wear. If you don't know who Lisa Turtle is,
I don't.
Google it. She was on Saved by the Bell and she's a style icon.
Oh, okay.
This is very much her vibe. So it is a
I feel if we're referencing Saved by the Bell, this is going to be an interesting look.
denim skirt with this like rumple in paisley print.
I cannot see this fully yet, but I think this is going to be hideous.
God, I never thought I'd wear paisley print. I never thought there would be a day where I'd be like so excited to put on something with paisley print. Like,
I I like me a good paisley print. I'm kind of old, but I like me a good paisley print. I don't think I'm gonna like this.
Here we are in the year of our Lord 2025, and I am wearing paisley print, and I am actually excited about it because I think this skirt is super cool. And with it, I can't decide if this is super cool or just the worst design ever made.
Oh.
It is a lace.
Oh, I can decide which of the two that is.
Jacket with like denim details.
Oh.
Listen, we're trying new things. This outfit may either look me.
May I ask why we're doing that? It's good to try new things, but I feel like on sight that would scream this is not the thing to try. But I don't know how they styled it on the website, which is a shame.
Look like a rock star or make me look busted.
I know which one I'm betting on.
As always, we'll find out together.
Okay. However this looks in the far away shot, I don't think the white t-shirt was the thing. Like a white vest top maybe, so that the strap is hidden under the denim and the arms are blank, so you just have the pattern of the lace.
The hauls in this way now because I feel like trying on clothing is very emotional. And
I think that's something to talk to your therapist about because it's meant to be trying on clothing. And you're hauling stuff. And if you're going to do that and your message is don't worry about the sizes, just go in what makes you look good, it doesn't need to be emotional. And I'm probably going to cut out what I feel is going to be quite a long interval here. So I'll listen to it and keep anything I think needs to stay in, but we may just cut to the look.
John just looked at me and...
Jesus Christ. What are you wearing? This is painful. What did John just look at you and say?
Said, it's a choice, but it fits you. So what the...
That is a good summary. I'm with John. Is this why John hasn't been allowed to be around anymore? Has he annoyed you?
What the hell does that mean?
It means it's awful, but it's not too small for you.
Bestie, you gotta tell me because I feel like...
If you can't understand that, I don't think any explanation is gonna help you. It is awful, but it's not too small.
I don't know if I'm just about to step out in something terrible. I do really love the skirt though.
No. I get what the skirt is trying to do, right? And I applaud it for the attempt. I would say, if it's going to have the ruffle traveling up, then I hate that it's just stopping at the side seam. Like if you're gonna have a wraparound ruffle, then I think it should be wrapping around fully until it reaches naturally the waistband and just end where it ends. Personally, I would say that ruffle either gone or just in a straight line like the rest of it is. To have a shorter ruffle and then a longer one would be a better idea. It looks very tacked on at this point. But even if that wasn't there or was pinned in a better place, I hate how this looks. Here's what it's doing. Now, it's not really committing enough to be a shorter length. I think realistically it's meant to be knee length / like maybe just past, but because Anna is wider in the hip and because Anna is a little taller, it's hitting her in this weird in between. Second, because she's got a strap of fabric and then a strap of ruffle, all it's doing is highlighting her middle, which is the exact area she has trouble with. Third, I know we did say it fits her, but it looks a little bit tight around that strap of denim because you can see it straining at the sides there, and that may be the design making it worse because that design would highlight your belly. The top, I don't think there's much saving, to be completely honest. Again, a lot of these jackets she tends to close. I would say if you're gonna do it, keep it open, but it's very busy and I wouldn't put it with a busy skirt.
I feel like the skirt is just...
No.
I mean, come on.
That front cross frill needs to come
doesn't-
down
it's
or come off.
right?
Come down, I think.
I think this might be too far. This may be...
Together, yes.
I don't know why, but it's giving me like Southern Church.
So her opening that makes it marginally better. I don't know how she's getting Southern Church from that. This is not something I would necessarily choose to wear to a church. It's been a long time since I've been in a church, if we're honest, friends. But church to me has always been like, okay, you dress up a little bit and you tend to choose something a bit more conservative. I would not picture this.
But like if I take it off, is that more me?
There's no such thing as you, Anna. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are, Anna. To send you into a psychological spiral. It does look better without the jacket. I will give her that. But I hate that ruffle lifting up because it just stops dead. Cut that off. Put it around the edge. You would at least have a wearable skirt. But even then, not the best look for it.
Maybe with like a cute denim jacket?
No.
Like...
See, that just looks like it's tightening to just under her butt, which is emphasizing that, and then it's going down. I just don't think it's a good cut for her.
What do you think? Where do I go?
No.
For the print on print symphony that this is.
Symphony is not the word. This is madness.
This one?
No.
This?
Still no, but
or
better.
Throw it all away.
Throw it.
I'm not throwing it all away. I would return it. But you know what I mean. Tell me what you think.
Throw it.
I'm keeping...
What happened to those high kicks from last time?
In the damn skirt. I don't care if it's weird. But the jacket is definitely questionable.
Yeah.
So, oh gosh, do we dive into denim now? Literally my skin calls when I think about trying on denim, but...
Okay, just so you're aware, you didn't have to buy denim, except between you and me. Between me and the internet, I think she did. Somewhere in her brain, she was like, I do have to buy it because I have to prove that the size I wear regularly is the size I wear regularly, and it was H&M's fault that I didn't fit. So there was no way. And this is why she said, oh, I sized up, but didn't tell you how she sized up, because it was going to be ride or die. These jeans are going to fit so I can prove something, even though she has admitted that she didn't buy her regular size because her regular size doesn't actually fit her.
Let's go 70s-ish, because, you know, that's my vibe.
I don't think she knows how that looks, but
That's
okay.
my vibe. I love how I pretend that, like, I have some aesthetic. I don't have an aesthetic. My
She
aesthetic is a cacophony of cultural delights. Ooh, big word. Okay, one.
You had to sit there and think out that phrase, and it didn't really make sense.
Exactly. So this is not just a denim pants. This is a denim vest.
Oh,
with,
why?
oh, would you believe it?
She's really been trying waistcoats recently. She was like, I will make this work. She has clearly seen some pictures that she thinks are amazing. But she doesn't know how to do it.
Another paisley-ish.
I do not hate this shirt. This is the kind of print, if you sent me this, I would wear it. I like the colours. Yes, the print is crazy, but I would embrace it. I've got a dress somewhere in my closet that is kind of pink and different colours, but it's a paisley like this where it's just like a crazy pattern.
Top, but this has like those big puffy sleeves, which I thought would look really cool.
I like a big sleeve as well.
Under the vest. And then with it, denim. I don't even know what, a high-rise straight.
If it's straight, I feel like she's going to struggle with the waistband a little bit more.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Listen, it's painful for everyone.
We're moving on from this. I don't need to hear her. She has decided she's going to do it. She's very nervous about it.
I did not look at these jeans. I just picked the jeans up. I didn't even think about it. And guess what I found when I was about to try them on? Pearls.
I don't usually love jean embellishment, but I don't hate this. They look a little bit like snowflakes. I feel like this and the cream jumper with the pearls on, cute winter look. Maybe like a hat and a scarf with it.
Let this be a sign that the jeans are giving.
Bear in mind she bought these, so these would have been pictured with pearls, but never mind.
But I think that might be a sign. Also, I don't know if this look is going to work anymore because I did not anticipate them having pearls, and here we are.
Given the amalgamation of things she mashes together in the hopes of fashion, I wasn't really thinking they were going to work to begin with, so I wouldn't worry.
The jeans fit. I just wanted to give you a brief little update that the jeans fit.
I'm glad the jeans fit her. That is looking like falling snow, I'm telling you, a winter jean. One thing I would say about it. So she said they were straight cut, and I was worried she wouldn't get them over her hip, which she did size up the way I suspect she is supposed to all the time. So she did manage to do it, but you can see it looks thinner on her bottom leg because it's not clinging, it's not being forced out on her bottom leg, and it's finishing in a bit of a weird length. And that may well be Anna being tall. And I know she uses that as an excuse a lot to say because I'm so tall, when she means actually because I'm so wide in this area. But it might be a combination of both, but these are hitting her slightly short, I think. But I like the design of them, and keeping them wouldn't be the end of the world. She might want to put like a boot or something on with them to hide the length, but you know.
And they're kind of cool. Not kind of cool, they're like super cool. Okay, I'm gonna put it with the rest of the outfit, but I feel like the rest of the outfit really doesn't go with this, so I did want to just show them with the white tee, because like...
I'm glad she acknowledged that it's not going to be a look together.
Like, these are dope. These are super dope. Beautiful. And they're a size larger than I normally wear. And
so are these a 4X?
I just want to point this out, that like, that shit doesn't matter.
Tell H&M. And bear in mind, the H&M 4X that was the maximum size available. So I'm going to assume that that's what she bought at H&M. She couldn't even get up past her legs. Like, she got them to her knee. So that is a pretty good indicator of the difference between buying bigger straight sizes and buying plus sizes. But just think how happy she could be if she just sized up all the time. And this is the problem really with her having had surgery. Because she was convinced she was in a smaller size than she was, and she'll always be convinced she's a 3X on the bottom, she was expecting, I think, the surgery to take her down to like at least a 2X, because that realistically would give her a lot more scope with brands that go up slightly higher. If on the bottom she could get into a 2X. But what the surgery has actually done is help her to get into the sizes she thought she already was. And that's not true for jeans. In jeans you do tend to have to size up. But she was so angry at H&M for not fitting to her body. Now she can be like, oh, I sized up, but don't worry, you guys. Whereas with H&M, I think she wasn't telling us the sizes because 4X was their max and she still didn't fit.
It really doesn't. What matters is that you feel great in them, and I feel really cool in these. Like, really cool. So, first victory of this haul. Let me help you understand why this shirt doesn't work. Because I think, you know, when you watch the hauls, you ask, hey, you know, why doesn't that work? Or maybe...
Anna, that doesn't work because we all have eyes. We don't need that explanation. She can give it, and I can give what I think, but we don't need that explanation. That doesn't work because we can see it. To be slightly more nuanced in this, that waistcoat is far too small for her. If it's gaping, that is not your size. That needs to be bigger.
I think it works, and you don't understand why I don't think it does. So, let's talk it through. One, the neckline of the shirt is this kind of split neck V, right? And
is that shirt not just a button-up? Because if it's a button-up, unbutton the next button, open it out into a V, and it will go over the shape of the waistcoat, and that will make more sense. Or can she not do that?
The neckline of the vest is also like a kind of scoop. So these two necklines are like in competition with each other. What would look really nice is if I had a collar that could kind of cover this area, maybe even unbutton it a little up.
I'm gonna assume she can't unbutton that. Otherwise, what she says doesn't make sense.
So I had some nice cleave going on.
No, please stop rubbing yourself. Your cleave at this moment is somewhere down by the second button. Let's not kid ourselves.
And kind of gave more of that 70s vibe. I would also say the arms.
I don't know what she's seeing as 70s at this point, but okay.
Are nice with the puff, so I would look for something with like a puff.
I like the arms of that. I wish we could see the shirt by itself. And I feel like, because of how we're seeing the bottom of that, at the beginning of this little monologue part, she was really trying to pull that round. And I think that she doesn't fit the shirt. I think maybe she can get the top buttons done up, but then something is going wrong with the fit in the middle. Probably it's too small. Because another really easy way to help this would be to unbutton the waistcoat and show the top with the jeans, which I think would be more successful if the shirt fits. Because I like this shirt perfectly fine, but you can see in the middle there where the waistcoat ends and the waistband starts, you can only see her compression garment. So I feel like this shirt can't be pulled down because it's too small.
sleeve as well, but it's just not hitting right. Additionally, this vest would look really cute over a dress with this aesthetic, but
I don't know. I could see it more if you had this kind of puffy dress and then it went in, then you had a kind of floaty skirt and the same thing. I can see what she's saying, but I still don't think I'd like this waistcoat with it.
I'm still looking for the right neckline, either something with a collar or more of a flat across. It's just this is kind of competing shape-wise with this, and it's giving uncomfortableness, and not in the good way. So that's why I'm like not a fan of it. But I do feel like this vest is the same color as the pants.
It is. I don't necessarily think that's to its favor though. I don't necessarily think a mismatched pair would look any better, but I don't think it's doing anything to help the look.
So if you wanted to do like a denim tuxedo or some type of like layered denim look, or
I mean, at this point, if you're going to do that, why not just do a pair of dungarees? I think the waistcoat is far too tight for her, and that's just meaning that it's not giving what she wants.
Even just throwing this with a white blouse to give it more of like a 70s-ish, but like modern vibe, you could definitely do that. So you would have the clean line from the vest to the pant, which is...
But you don't have any clean lines on that vest. It is scrunched in the middle where it's straining, and you can see the strain in the seam. And because it's too small, the flip pockets, I don't think they're real pockets, but the things that are designed to look like waistcoat pockets are flipping up. So any clean line you've got in that denim is being distorted.
What you're really looking for in something like this. But then you would also have that fun kind of exaggerated shoulder, but not in a print and not in a competing neckline. Do you get what I'm vibing with?
I get the idea of a puffy sleeve under something tighter, and I'm with her on that. Like I said, I wish we could see this shirt better, because I think I would like the shirt, and I think there is a reason that she is trying to hide why we don't get to see it without the waistcoat.
This goes into the pile.
See, we see it a little bit here. Oh, and I can see that can't be unbuttoned now, so that makes a lot more sense to me. I like this shirt, so why don't we get to see the whole thing? Why wouldn't you show it to us separately?
Full of questionable things as well. This is a skirt, and this look, let me start by saying that this look is giving me my so-called life vibes.
Okay.
And
that's not the worst.
I can't decide if that's like a cool throwback or if I look like an art teacher that lives in Sedona.
I'm not sure what style Sedona art teacher is, but I could see kind of, okay, 90s throwback. Yeah, we could do that.
So the skirt is this like patchwork again.
That is quite the pattern, but again, you can work it.
I did love all of the chaos going on in here. I do love a bit of chaos. I love...
Chaos can be fun. I can be a little chaos gremlin when I choose to be, but it depends what you do with it.
A little bit of color, I love a bit of chaos. There's a lot of chaos going on in here, which I kind of love. And then, you know, when we're already chaotic, why not just step in with a little bit more chaos? And I pulled this cream kind of crocheted cardigan, and what I loved about it is that it had a collar.
She's talking about putting these together, and that I'm not here for. Because if you're gonna have something so crazy in one place, you've got to have some kind of balance somewhere. That, like, the skirt is a statement, and nothing in this crochet cardigan ties in with the skirt, so there's no way to link it, so it's just going to be mismatched.
So this might again be one of those cases where these two things maybe don't work together.
Yeah,
but
I think definitely one of those cases.
I don't really know, but again, as always, we'll find out together.
I'm so mad we don't get to see this shirt properly.
This is freaking cool.
Oh,
this shirt is freaking cool.
I'm not sure I like it. We're only seeing it with a bra underneath. Again, little white vest top, something.
This looks expensive. It is not, but it looks...
I don't think it looks cheap, but she has this idea of rich lady and expensive that I don't always get.
Very cool. Like, my immediate reaction is yes, please. Does it come in other colors? Such a vibe. Such a vibe. Who cares if the skirt looks good? This is staying. And it covers my scars.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Win!
I don't hate it. We'll see. Oh no. Again, as we discussed when we saw this, I don't think together these things are the look. Because as I say, when you've got something as crazy as the skirt, and I don't entirely hate the skirt, I don't think it works on Anna, but I don't entirely hate it, you can't have something as distracting on the top. Like, choose any of the big colors in the skirt. Choose the blue, choose the green, choose the light green or the yellow, choose the red, or just go straight black. Bring that into the top and you'd probably be okay. But keep the top plain. And even if we were gonna give her like her do's and say, okay, you wanna wear crochet with this no matter what, I think a black crochet would be a better idea here. It's just too busy with all the changes. There are too many details. Also, I haven't paused, I don't know where you can see this, but I hate the hemline of this crochet top. The fact that they haven't cut it and straightened it, they've just put the pieces on and let them fall. Ugh, I really don't like it with this skirt. Again, it's just a mash of shapes.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is a little itchy, but
You see? It's like teeth on the bottom of her shirt. If you just chopped those hanging ones in half so you had a straight line, it would at least make sense to me. Not as an outfit, but sense as separate.
because I like it so much that I will endure anything in this. And I do really feel if I wash it a bunch, that will be Gucci.
Maybe with a pair of like black trousers? Maybe?
I also kind of like the skirt. It's not my normal vibe.
It's not. I'm getting too distracted on the outfit together, but like I said, with a plainer top in a single colour, picked from any of the colours in the skirt, she could work that.
And I don't feel 100% comfortable in this, but I am trying to evolve, right? Like, I feel like my style, it's been pretty consistent, and I'm moving on to a new era, and I want to evolve my style a little bit.
I think this is an example of a time where she actually does need a top that finishes just on the waistband of that skirt. Just imagine her in a clean black top, very simple, that goes up to that waistband. It would be a completely different look.
Oh my gosh, you know what would look so good with this? The denim vest.
Oh Jesus, no.
The denim vest with this, and
No, why would you want to make it worse? The answer to, I think there's a little bit too much shit on that, is not to pile more shit on it.
a long sleeve tee could be really cute.
Long
Or even
sleeve
just a
tee,
denim vest,
I'd be
but I have
with
those
you.
scars I have to cover from the sun. I bought a lot of things. This is a long ass haul. I'm sorry, but
It was
I'm
quite.
sorry because who would have known? Cato has got some good stuff. And we're gonna try all.
I thought that top fit her when she was showing it to us, but you can see it's gaping a little bit at the boob there. I think that would annoy me given that the pattern leans into the symmetrical nature of it so much.
on a couple of dresses, and we'll finish with another pair of jeans just because we had such a win. I just want to ride that high for a little bit. This is like an orangey red. It's got some cool embroidery. I'll be honest, it's not a super special dress, but it is a good dress that could be worn multiple times in a good color
I was about to say way to sell it, Anna, but actually she's made some good points here.
with some nice little details, right? Not everything needs to be a showstopper.
It would stop the show, but for what reason?
I don't love the way this fits on my bottom half.
It's a
I
nice
just don't
colour
think
on
it's
her,
cut for
though.
me. I'm gonna show you guys, but I already know I'm not keeping this one. I mean,
Yeah.
it fits over my butt, but it feels a little
I don't
tight
like
on it.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. This is a very shapeless dress, deliberately so, I think, but because it fits her rather than being oversized, that's not helping her. And this lace at the front, I do not like.
And I feel like when I like sit
Oh, and it doesn't even go all the way around to the back. This is definitely something that should go all the way around if you're gonna do it.
down, it's just gonna stretch and maybe it'll rip because you know these aren't
my
expensive
God.
pieces of clothing. So
If you're in danger of these things ripping, you're wearing them way too tight. I think this might just be a case of, hey, her hips didn't fit in.
I'm not counting on like the world's greatest tailoring. That said, though, I have some really cheap pieces that have persisted beyond anything else in my closet. But you gotta know what I mean. Like we're just like, I feel like a dress like this is for when you want to feel comfortable, and it
Yeah.
doesn't make me feel comfortable. So
It doesn't look like she's comfortable in it. I think it's too tight around the middle, but I really don't like that lace detail.
it's got to go.
Okay, it didn't work.
Out of
Fair
here.
enough.
I would say this would work better on an apple shape.
I don't think that at all. I don't think necessarily her issue is her shape here. because if she was wearing a size or two up, I think this would fit correctly.
If you've got some candy juicy thighs, maybe try something else. I literally ripped that dress off my body because I just was not having it. But I do have another dress. It's polka dotted. Is that still in?
I don't know how I feel about polka dots a lot of the time, you know. Sometimes it can work, sometimes it's not done so well, it can just be a bit lazy, so we'll see.
Actually, I really don't care if things are in or not, to be entirely candid.
Which, yeah, if you're gonna feel good in an outfit, feel good in an outfit, it doesn't matter.
I just want to wear what I like. Let me show you this one.
Okay.
Because I don't know how
She does not look happy about it.
I feel about it. I feel like it definitely needs a belt and heels and black leggings for sure. So I just don't know if it's just the situation in which I'm wearing it or if I'm just being too hard on myself after the last dress. So can you just let me know what you think on whether I should keep this, because I'm a little torn. It does have pockets though. I just want to point that out. It does have a nice pocket. I think the reason I'm sensitive in this dress is it does have pockets, and I feel like whenever there's pockets here, it just like bows out and extends.
All right, let us turn around.
My hips.
They are doing that, and the reason they're doing that is that it's stretching over her stomach and hip area, and that's causing them to buckle. And that is why they're making that shape. If they weren't stretched across, they would lie flat. So here's the thing with this. This is designed to be an oversized, floaty outfit. And once again, I am going to show you my outfit so you can see what I mean by that. Now, can I just say, I'm not going to do this every time. It just so happens in the last two Anna ones. This isn't the game we're playing, okay? But for the sake of this is what I'm wearing today. It's just a long line button down. It's sort of a dress, but it goes a little above my knee. I'm wearing a pair of black leggings under it. It's slightly lower at the back. This is the kind of loose that dress should be on Anna. This is the kind of room she needs for it to be kind of fun and floaty and how it's designed to be. Now, you can put belts and things like this and it will cinch at the waist, like it can be done, but really just wearing it loose is what makes it so comfortable and so nice to wear. And you can see, if I put this down here, I've got leggings with it, excuse my sandals, but like it's just meant to be a very easy thing that you throw on. I just accidentally pressed the power button on my phone as I was sitting down, so God knows where this is starting now. So the issue Anna has is that she's bought it, but it's kind of fitted. It's not floaty at all. So it's designed to be shapeless, but because it's too close to her body, it's shaping to her body. And that's why it doesn't work. And yes, she could pop a belt around it, but it's not gonna do what she wants it to do because it's hugging her stomach and her hips instead of floating over them. And because it fits in the top and because it fits in the arm, she can't figure out why it's not working. And the answer is, regardless of what size she bought, it needs to be bigger.
This is a weird thing about your body changing, is you become more aware of it. I was kind of, I guess, mentally detached from my body before. So now I notice, like, oh, my hips look bigger in this, or my thighs look smaller in that. And it's...
You see how she like pulled and smoothed that down then? This should be loose enough that she can't really tug at it because it's not clinging to anything.
I don't like that. I don't like that I do that to myself mentally now. Is something I'm working to stop doing. It's weird because I never did it before surgery. So I would genuinely like to know if you think this looks good on me and if I should keep it.
I think the pattern is the pattern. Like, you choose whether you like it, whether you want to rock it. I do think black leggings or maybe a colored legging underneath. But this is one of those situations where I would have liked to see it on the model on the website, because I don't feel like this fits her the way it's necessarily supposed to fit her.
Or if you think I should hold out for something better. I will say this would work really well for a Disney cruise I'm going to be taking my godkids on. And this does have a very much like Mickey Mouse vibe.
That she could keep this for. A pair of red leggings, a pair of Mickey Mouse ears, that would work. All right, if she wants to do it kind of costume, I can see her getting into that.
Put like a red belt on it. And maybe like some...
I don't agree with the belt, to be honest. Just because I don't think it's going to do for her what she thinks it's going to do for her. I think the problem is that it's clinging in the wrong places, not that it's supposed to have a shape. It's not supposed to have a shape. And on her, it's shaping to her.
And I feel like it would work really well for that, but only if it looks good. So let me know what you think.
I think it would work for the Disney cruise. I wouldn't necessarily wear it myself other than that, but it would depend what you did with it.
I'm going to do like a little YouTube short where I style it into something I love, because sometimes the clothes aren't the problem, sometimes we're the problem. And that's okay to admit that, because none of us have perfect body days, ever. And also, if you don't like it at all, you don't have to, but I think this is genuinely something that I'm getting in my own way on, and
I feel kind of mad about it. We're going to skip ahead. I don't need any realizations from Anna today.
I want to challenge myself on that. John just asked me where the Kentucky Derby was. I just need you all to know that. Kentucky, John. It's because this shirt is preppy, and you're saying it was very preppy, but I did notice.
I'm glad you explained that to me.
The jeans have an elastic waistband on the back, and I
don't like jeans that are that light. I would prefer a darker wash slightly, and I don't necessarily think how light those jeans are is going to suit her.
So even if they fit well, I probably won't keep them because
Anna is about to give us some mental scarring from her childhood that she hasn't gotten over about how all plus size jeans are elasticated and she just wanted a waistband. I'm going to skip ahead so you can save the minutes of your life.
You're probably going to like them. See what I mean? I think the reason they have
these jeans in the other fabric, I think these jeans are probably a wide fit. I think they suit her, the cut of them suits her much better than the pearl ones. The pearl ones, she was stretching them out at the waist and then they were kind of narrowing as they went down, but then they hit her knee where the fabric wasn't against the skin anymore, and then they just kind of fell down. So they were slightly too short and they were slightly strangely shaped. These jeans fit her nicely. The light blue isn't the color I choose, however it does go with the top she's got. These jeans in another color would be a really nice buy for her, and they're the right length for her as well.
The elastic in the back is they don't have a lot of stretch. I will say I like how wide they are.
Yeah,
they are kind of dope, and I like that I can put a hammer here. That's what this is for, by the way, if you didn't know. It's to put a hammer in. I feel like they're good. I will say, here's the thing. They are a little big in the waist.
Yeah, and that is wide girl problems. Like I said, I have the same issue. I have a lot of saddleback to me, and that means that sometimes the waist just doesn't waist the way it should. And you can get that adjusted. It's not the end of the world. Or she could put a belt on if she wanted to, just to tighten it up a little bit. But the legs of those jeans work much better for her than the other pair. And the other pair wasn't even that bad in terms of what we've seen Anna in.
Especially with the elastic, I honestly feel like I would keep them if the elastic actually like gave me that nice curvature, because if I want that in these jeans, I have to like pin quite a bit of fabric back.
But I would do that because if you adjust them and you take some of the waist out, she's gonna have trouble getting it over her thighs again. I've made that mistake. So get one of those little pins, pin it in, and then it'll be covered by whatever top you've got on.
If you want to see, like that much. So I'm not keeping them, but they are cute. And I would say, especially if you're not, like, you know, guys know I'm like super pear-shaped to talk about this. Even post-surgery, I'm still very pear-shaped. But any other shape probably would work great in these. They are a little bit more ample in the thighs, so just order your waist side, don't worry about the thighs. Because I even have a little bit of room in these, and they do stretch. So like,
I don't think she has a little bit of room. I think she's grabbed some stretch there, but you can see they fit the way they're supposed to fit, but I wouldn't go any tighter.
See how much I can pull that out? I think I just genuinely don't have the right size on.
I think you genuinely don't know what the right size is for you.
Whatever.
I know she says that again and again, but I don't think when things fit that she knows if they fit or not.
And they're like, they do have like a little bit of stretch. It's weird because they don't feel stretchy, but they do have a little bit of stretch.
All right.
The top I love.
What's the problem?
I do wish it was like a little bit longer, which is something I'd never thought I'd say. But now that I have like compression that comes up out of my jeans, I feel like I want to be protected from that showing because I feel like it's weird and then people ask questions and I don't want to explain my entire surgical journey to a stranger.
All right. I don't think that many strangers are asking, to be completely honest.
That's what I did on the internet.
Yeah. That's her paranoia talking.
Whatever.
She wants to be noticed, but she doesn't want people to look.
Okay, I'm gonna go put on some comfy clothes and we can talk about what I'm keeping and why.
Okay.
So, I wanted to end this
I quite like this t-shirt.
video a little bit different than I have with other videos because I never show you guys what I actually end up keeping. And I thought this would just be a good way to end the video.
I am disappointed looking at this pile.
Now, a couple of these things I'm still a little unsure about, but I'm taking a leap and keeping them anyway. So, the first is the no-brainer crochet.
I knew she'd keep this. Like I said, if it had a straight bottom, I'd get it more. But she likes it, whatever. Styling it with something else, I could see her looking good in it.
Crochet shirt. What might surprise you though is I am keeping the polka dot dress.
What I said about it still stands. However, dressed up in a kind of Mickey-esque vibe, yes, I get it.
The reason I decided to keep this is I have a Disney cruise coming up. I want to be at peace
Shut up, Anna.
with my home, and my body really is my home. I am also keeping the pearl jeans. I did not.
Like I said, I didn't hate these. I think they do better styled for winter than they will now. And I think there are better shaped jeans out there for her, but it's not the worst pick.
The pearl details were just such a surprise. And I think there's a lot of fun things I can do with these. So these were a must keep for me.
Okay.
And last is another piece that
This I
I'm
don't.
not
I'm not
100%
happy
certain
with.
about, but I think it'd be really fun in a Western look,
No.
which is this paisley print. And
You see how even lying down on the counter, it didn't look as bad as when she put it on? Just that strap of frill, man, it gets me.
I just, again, think this has a lot of potential and I'm excited to style it.
Right, I'm gonna leave her there because I don't care about anything else. That's the stuff she's keeping. Tell me why she didn't keep the blue 2-set. The one that I thought was a dress, the first thing she tried on. That was the thing she looked best in. If I had to pick something from this haul, I would have said, do the blue thing. I would have said, if we could see how it had fitted, keep the yellow shirt, because I thought that was really cute, the paisley mixed print. And I would have said, keep the last pair of jeans, even though it's a very kind of lifted white denim, because I think the fit on her was good. I understand the waist didn't really do it for her though, so I get why she said no. And just because she loved it, I would have said, keep the crochet shirt. But that is just me. What were your thoughts? What do you think she should have kept? And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.